What's up, guys? It's Trey, the Dawn of Entertainment, back with another Unfiltered Cinematics. This time I went to go see Sorry to Bother You, directed by Boots Riley. It's starring Lakeith Stanfield. You may know him from Get Out, and you may know him from Atlanta. The dude is very, very in touch with this role. I felt him for this. Also has Tessa Thompson, also has Danny Glover. It has Omari Hardwick from Power, Ghost. Just a cool little cast. It has Armie Hammer. Really, like, intriguing movie. Widely original and very unique. I was a fan of this movie. Very weird, but it hit on all the right places, hit on all cylinders. I thought it was very good. I'll get into the plot a little bit. Obviously, spoiler alert, this is an Unfiltered Cinematics, so you know it comes with some spoilers. How to kick this off. So basically, it's a black dude in Oakland. He's very poor. He's hungry for some money. So he gets a job as a telemarketer. And basically, he's shitty at first, and he sucks, and he feels incompetent. And Danny Glover tells him, if you want to be successful at this job, you need to use your white voice. So he uses his white voice, and they literally dub over a white person's voice when he talks on the phone as a telemarketer. And just very unique and intriguing how they brought that to life cinematically. So that occurs. He kind of moves up the ranks and becomes a stud, basically, at telemarketing. And in the meantime, the kind of other people who aren't as good as him want to form a union in order to make more money collectively. So he's kind of in the middle of, do I keep plucking away at this job and become a power caller, which that's the goal for him, or do I lean with the rest of the group and try and form this union, because he doesn't want to be a scab. He picks the power caller route, basically in the midst of when they rise up against the corporate America and they say, fuck you. They bring him in and they say, you're promoted, you're a power caller. So he goes up, and it's just this crazy, it's like an alternative universe, basically. He goes up, he is promoted, and basically they're selling manpower and firepower. So basically they're like selling slave labor, and they're selling weapons to overseas in the war. And it's just basically it's a stab at like how much are you willing to sell your soul for to get what you want? That's basically the core of this movie. There's also some vibes like fuck corporate America. There's maybe I see some Elon Musk bashing, maybe some Donald Trump bashing in this movie. Just very later, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But anyway, so basically he picks power caller and making money over siding with the rest of the telemarketers and forming the union. His girlfriend, Tessa Thompson, basically gives him an ultimatum and says, you either come with us, because she gets on as a telemarketer too to make some side money, and she says, you come with us and do this union thing, or we're done. And so he chooses the money again and keeps moving up the ranks. On his first day, he makes a big sale to what they call, what is it? Basically this big corporation that is like undercover, and they sell slave labor. And it's basically all a front, and they're really kind of evil, but he still chooses the money. He then goes to this party with Armie Hammer, who is basically the top-notch dude. I kind of got an Elon Musk vibe out of him, and they bring him in. They're like, oh, we want you at at our corporation. I cannot remember the name. It's gonna come to me in this video, hopefully. But he's like, we want you on our company. Let me show you this video. And he goes, oh no, I gotta piss really quick. I really gotta go. So he goes to the bathroom, and this is all in the middle of this crazy ass party, like an orgy type party. And he sees, this is where it takes a wild turn, and you're gonna fucking laugh because it's so stupid and so weird, but this is real. So he goes to the bathroom, he finds out that this evil corporation is literally turning humans into horse people because they take lower wages, and they can do twice the work, and they're stronger and faster, and they don't gripe as much, and it's just a wild take on a bunch of different things. Like I said, a very layered movie, and I think that's why it's getting the score and the critic ranking that it is. But basically, the main character, Cassius, he obviously he decides, well, first of all, so Armie Hammer offers up some cocaine, and of course Cassius snorts it, and after he snorts it, Armie Hammer then tells him, after he watches the video, that Cassius, that's what we're going to give these people to make them horses. He basically offers up a $100 million job to become the horse people's Martin Luther King, but still play double agent and work for this corporation, kind of steering the horse people in the way this corporation wants. So it's very layered and very outlandish and crazy, but there are some layers to peel back with this. It's very, very realistic on a weird way. Very funny movie, very kind of hip and fresh, very unique, like I said. I won't, basically how it ends is this shit's crazy. So basically the union wins, and Cassius kind of gives it all up. He chooses the girl over the money, and the very, very end, the post-credit scene, he then turns into a horse. He didn't think, because throughout the whole movie, he was at the end of the movie, he was paranoid because the cocaine he thought was the thing that was going to turn him into the horse, and he was freaking out. And then throughout the whole movie, he doesn't turn into a horse, and then the post-credit scene, he turns into the horse, and then they go to get Armie Hammer and basically beat his ass and take all of his money and shit. So that's how the movie ends, and just a wildly original, crazy movie. A cool movie, kind of in a world of franchise movies and sequels. This is original. This is kind of an outlandish take on real-life America in a way. Like I said, I got kind of maybe fuck you corporate America vibes, maybe fuck you Donald Trump vibes, maybe even fuck you Elon Musk vibes. So in terms of the Donald Trump one, I could kind of see it as maybe this is Boots Riley, who's the director's take on Trump running America as a business and the repercussions that comes with that. You know, all these kids, and I hate to get political here, but all these kids are getting deported and getting separated from their families. And, you know, you can't really treat America like a business. In ways you can, but you have to be compassionate. It's about humans and people and bringing people together, not dividing them. And maybe that's Boots Riley's take on, like, how a corporation is run, and how maybe that is a bigger view on America. Maybe it's just Elon Musk. I know there are a bunch of critics of Elon Musk saying that he has too much power with SpaceX and Tesla and all that shit. So maybe it's a take on that. It's just very layered, and it's kind of how you take it. Like I keep saying, it's very unique and weird, but that's how it is. And in a way, that could be its flaw. Like, yes, you do see these horse people, and that is fucking crazy and weird. And some people may be like, what the hell did I just... It was so good up until this part. But I think that's what makes it kind of good. It's its downfall and what makes it above some of the other movies this year. So it's very, very layered, very cool, very funny movie. It was actually really funny. There were some quick hitter jokes. It was witty, just very, very original. From a screenwriting standpoint, I'm a screenwriter. I was very inspired by this movie in a way. Boots Riley has a unique voice, and I could see him doing bigger and better things in the future. So hopefully he gets a shot at something bigger and better and cooler. Not to say this wasn't like a cool movie. This was a really, really good movie, and I really enjoyed it. Maybe, like I said, maybe not for everybody, but there's a lot going on in this movie, but just the way they did it was so original and so unique. Like, I try and picture like the pitch for this movie, and maybe he's like, so this is my take, but I want to do horse people. I can just imagine, like, and then he's like, hold up, like, we got to do this. Like, he wants to tell his story in the most outlandish way, and he does it, and I think he does it almost perfectly. Like, it's not a perfect movie by any stretch, but it's very, very good. I think it's getting 95 on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm going to go ahead and give it my ranking. So this is tough. Like, obviously, this is not my absolute favorite movie, but this is one of the better movies that I've seen this year. I'm going to go definitely in the nines. I think I'm going to end up going 9.2 just because it is weird and it may rub some people the wrong way. Like, this whole time you're thinking like, oh, this is so good. This is so like real. Like, this could actually like happen maybe on an outlandish level. And then horse people, like, yes, it's funny, and yes, like I get it kind of, but it's still kind of stupid. So I don't know. 9.2 I feel like is a fair and good score. It's definitely a good movie. It'll be interesting to see where it contends in the Oscar talk. Maybe we can talk about that on our next podcast if Brandon goes to see this. But I really enjoy this movie. I would even maybe go see it again. Maybe you can peel back some more layers after it's all said and done. Very good movie. Very, very unique in a world of franchise movies and sequels. And I recommend it. So sorry to bother you. 9.2. I'm Trey Alessio, the Dawn of Entertainment. This is Unfiltered Cinematics. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and tell everybody you know about Are You Entertained. Thanks for watching, and peace.